Yeah, I think obviously that we wanted to go deep with Paul Hill and Pierre and Ashy, because we knew what was coming off the Stormers bench. But yes, like I said, winning scrum penalties on the halfway line, and then obviously using that advantage really well down the short side, and a couple of missed tackles there that led to their try. That for me that was disappointing. We knew it was going to come, and it was going to be a massive test up front. Dobbo prides himself in what he has in those positions. I think he's got 8 quality props at the moment, of which anyone can start on any given day. So credit must go to them. I think it's just very different. If you look at the school system in the Western Cape, and you look at the numbers that they have coming through the system, and you look at the South African under 20 setup, we're never going to build that depth in each position of having 4 prospective Scotsmen playing in a position. So you can't really compare that. The players that we have, our first and second choice, will always be competitive and really good. And then we're going to obviously rely on our youngsters to fill up those number 3 and number 4. So it is a challenge, but we can't compare South Africa with Scotland. Yeah, it's tough because it was one of our goals to achieve top 8 and play in the Champions Cup again. So yeah, we are disappointed with that. We've struggled in depth in certain positions. Like I said earlier, we used 48 players this season. My understanding of competitions, and I'll go back to Super Rugby, that if you use over 34, it's going to be a really difficult season. So I think that's the injuries are frustrating, but at the end of the day, you can't control that. So the beauty of this whole thing is that we were able to develop some really good young talent. Liam McConnell and Freddie Douglas got man of the matches in certain, in those Champions Cup games. I mean, that's amazing. Young Ollie Blythe-Lafferty has had 11 URC games at the age of 19 at Titan. So there are positives for Scotland rugby going forward.